This used to be the coal capital of the world, Muhlenberg County. If your granddad or your dad, worked there, then you pretty much knew that that's. When I got out of high school, I get my mining papers, and I had a job.
Had it not been for that shovel, that very machine right there, I wouldn't have had Christmases when I was little. Wouldn't have happened. It put food on my table, it put clothes on my back, and it put me through the first few years of my school.
My sister wanted to follow my daddy's. She had a heart like that. She was always dirty, but she always had her fingernails painted and always had her hair done. So that was her thing. She loved to get those things done, but she worked very hard. It's difficult. I mean, people have to make decisions. You have to decide what's going to come first. And back then, I think the miners knew they had to take care of their family.
Running a dozer, there's no suspension. It's just steel tracks, and you're constantly getting beat.
And you don't have any light other than your helmet, and the only air you got is what they're pushing in. And the coal is, anything can happen. The coal can fall on you. Any miner that walked in that mine, rode that shuttle car down 900 feet, didn't know whether they'd come out again or not. It was probably always in the back of their minds.
But these companies, they want more production. And they'll kind of overlook from time to time safety things that should be done, and they'll overlook it to get more production. We had to run around the clock to keep up with what they could produce.
Now take some deep breaths. Black lung is a disease of the lungs caused by the inhalation of coal dust. The primary symptom is being short of breath.
Because a lot of times I come out there and you see the white of my eyes and my teeth. Be black. Be black. So you can just imagine what your lungs be like.
This is a picture of a killer. This contamination, or disease of the lungs, is called coal workers' pneumoconiosis, sometimes referred to as black lung.
Pretty much like a chunk of coal. Your lungs are. I ain't got no air for nothing, but I've got COPD too. So, is that from the coal dust?
My sister, she later had cancer, and she used to tell me, I should have stayed at GE and stayed out of the mines. I think it's probably the reason I'm in such a shape I'm in.
Pride Mine in Central City, Kentucky. A WARN notice shows 230 workers will soon be without a job. It is the last remaining coal mine in Muhlenberg County.
We were the final ones that worked at the plant. So we'd dig up any of the coal that was on the clean end or the raw end of the plant. It had to be dug down till you seen Mother Earth again, and it washed before you could leave it.
And we were coal mining, and that's it. And yeah, when that went away, you know, we're scrambling. You know, most people are leaving the county, even today. You know, leaving the county, going out of the county to work. You know, because there's no coal mines here anymore.
They're not coming back.
Yeah, and they're not coming back.
I had to go a year with just my wife's job. I had insurance through her, but it was took almost her whole paycheck to pay our insurance.
It broke a lot of people's hearts when they closed the mines down. You know, people sacrificed a lot to go under there.
They were proud of their skill. A track man wanted to be the best track man in the country. And they were a lot of pride in the work, and they were proud of it.
There's still several million tons of coal there. And we had went into the 8 seam of coal, which had never been touched in the state of Kentucky. And there's just everything that's been mined here over the years, this 8 seam is underneath it, that, you know, just millions of tons of it.
Well, coal mining gets a bad rap, but I don't know that there's a better human being on the planet than a coal miner.